I've been talking about living in this upside down dream world. I've been talking about it for some time now over the last few videos, and yes, this is Matthew James. Indeed, it is I, and it is I upside down. How really your eyes receive the information before or prior to it being turned the other way around, so we're all not standing on our heads and the world isn't upside down. So I just thought I would say good morning to you guys from Lake Tuggeranong shoreline this morning, just to see how you all are, see how you're all doing, how you're all faring. It is probably about 2 or 3 degrees here in Canberra this morning, and it is a fantastic morning again. I've got the excitement again of the first light. I love being up at first light. There's just something about first light that is different to any other time of the day, and I've got this rather wacky theory that I wish to share with you, and it is about the Nords and the Nordic legends, and it's a strange theory that I have, but I've had it for a very long time. The weirdest one that I have got that I will share with you is what they call Ormungandr. Now, you look up Ormungandr on the internet and you will see a reference to what they call the World Serpent, or the serpent that was wrapped round the earth, or is wrapped round the earth. Well, look at that logically. That cannot be. That cannot be an actual. It's got to be a myth or a story about something else, and I actually perceive that Ormungandr is the ozone layer. It's the ozone layer that is wrapped around the earth. In another amazing place, which is only a few minutes drive from where we live in Canberra, and this is Pine Island. This is Pine Island Beach. This is the river, and it is a very tranquil, quiet, relaxed spot that I come here quite often to just relax and just to take in the wonderful nature, and just to be in control of my thoughts, and to really get away from the hustle and the bustle of mankind and mankind's problems. And I actually came here not long after I'd got out of hospital. Sat down here, it was completely quiet, and it is a very, very calm place, a very calming, serene environment. So this is Pine Island, and I've really just come here to contemplate today, to just consider options and opportunities and situations, because I just believe that once we can get into nature and we get away from reminders of what is the earth plane, the human earth plane anyway, the human condition. Once we can get rid of the human conditioning, we can shed the left brain identity, and we can connect with the right brain world, or the real world that is out there. It's out around us, but it is enmeshed around and within the dream world that we know as the earth plane. Those clever theys, the manipulators, the hijackers, have made a memory world, but it's also got the reality within it as well. So everything is actually around us. The real world, the real dimensions are around us, but unfortunately we are not programmed to perceive those real worlds. It's all going on around us, and this is the point of coming to a place like this, where it's cool, calm, quiet, serene. There's just yourself, nature, birdsong. You've got the river close by. You've got nature. Really, you've got very few reminders here of mankind. I'm looking for something here that would remind me of mankind. And there is very few things apart from my left brain body that is looking into the camera, and these hands that I see, I can actually just tune into and focus into the world of nature, the world around us, and really take the vibration in. Now what I tend to do is I tend to look off and gaze at a point. I will look at a point and I will almost put my eyes out of focus. And what I'm actually looking for is the vibrations that are within the vibrations. So I'm gazing at the moment as the trees in the distance over there, and as your eyes go out of focus, what you are trying to do is establish a firing or a connection with the third eye or the inner eye or the mind's eye, and you are, or I'm trying to perceive this world around us. I'm just sharing the mind's eye with you just to let you know. This is, I'll show you really. This is how I am. This is Shamanic Medium Matthew James in a preparatory state. I'm just getting myself ready, like I say, for something later in the day. It's not always ancestral. It's not always connecting as the traditional medium and passing messages on. And it's not always servicing people in these worlds and getting them to think how they're supposed to think and reconnect them with life paths that they've broken connections with. I don't always have to do that. A lot of stuff goes unnoticed. A lot of stuff is never reported to anybody. Now I have a lot of material due for publishing. I've got illustrations, I've got cards, I've got books. Now I am a little bit lackadaisical with getting this information out because I believe I've got a timing. I believe that the stuff that I have actually developed, or I'm developing, or I've written, or I've drawn, it's the vibration of that information that is really important, because it is other world vibrational, a lot of my stuff, and because I'm bringing something through from a different dimension, I'm going to automatically affect this dimension with this information that I have got in my possession. And I just believe in the responsibility of getting that information out. I'm not one to suddenly get my name out there, publish a book, get cards out there, and be able to flaunt that I'm on Amazon, or I've got a Kinder book, or I've got a Kinder publication. That's not me. I've got a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and I'm very much instructed and guided by the other world. I do work with, in one incarnation it is the Nords, in another incarnation it is the dudes from what you know as Camelot, but the Camelot that I understand is probably different to the Camelot that you comprehend. The Camelot that I comprehend is, when you actually study the word Camelot, it means city of Mars, and I firmly believe that a lot of information I deal with is with people from the remnants of the civilization from Mars, and it is all about our captivity here on the earth plane, being brought here by the aliens, by the Anunnaki, by them, by the hijackers. Our consciousness has been moved to this plane of existence known as the earth plane, which is in a different dimension to Mars. Now when we look with these eyes at Mars and we explore Mars on this dimension, we see a world that has been completely destroyed, devoid of atmosphere apparently. There has been a nuclear war on Mars. There has been wars fought on Mars, and what we see is a destroyed planet. It's the same with the moon. And the moon, we see all the so-called asteroid damage on the moon. We're told there's nothing on the moon. We're told there's no atmosphere on the moon. But at one time, and the ancients do actually report this, and I don't know how I've got onto this subject, but thank you for that consciousness. Thank you so much for bringing me into this. I will talk about this then. This is in accordance with what the other worlds want me to actually reveal today. There has been wars on the moon, and the ancients have reported these wars on the moon and moons. There are a number of moons that are around worlds that are in actual fact artificial moons that are used to create, generate, vibrate, broadcast the fake realities that are on the planets in which they circle, and our moon is one of these. and I believe it originated from Saturn, and I believe Saturn is a broadcast station, and there is this information on the internet. I'm not the only one that is sort of breeding this conspiracy, but our moon has had battles on it. Our moon has got all the evidence of nuclear blasts, advanced technology warfare on it, and it has been a constant struggle to gain control of this Earth. And I will mention, thank you, that the Earth plane and all of its environs and all of its inhabitants are a commodity that is being fought for, has been fought for, and will always be fought for. Whoever is in control of the Earth owns the rights to us that are part of the Earth plane, and our bodies are part of the Earth plane. Therefore, the consciousness that is contained within the Earth plane body is apparently owned by whoever owns the Earth. And this is sort of information that I've been dealing with for many years. And I have got to tell you, thank you for reminding me that what I'm delving in for you is just the tip of the iceberg. This isn't even down the rabbit hole. There is so much more to it than this little bit of information that I am imparting at the moment. What I'm giving you is completely harmless. Some of the stuff that I do deal with, which is vibrational energy, it's vibrational keys. It contains vibrational keys. It contains keys to doorways and to portals within the mind that can take you, me, anybody who receives those vibrational keys on major journeys. And I am so careful not to relate this information to anyone or impart this information just to anyone because of the consequences. There has been a lot of irresponsible use of vibrational keys, portals and doorways in the past that the other worlds now are ever so careful as to who they give this information to. Now, I do creative visualization, Kabbalah, path workings, and during these, pardon my throat this morning, during these journeys I do use the vibrational keys, and I do take people to the off-limit areas of the Tree of Life. I do take people on inner plane journeys.
On a trip to